You know, one of the questions I get most online, either via email or on social media, is how to make lamb tender in curries. Now, one of the reasons I don't do lamb BIR type curries, BIR is British Indian restaurant style, you know, the ones that we do quickly with base gravy, is because within 10 minutes you're not going to tenderize lamb. So what they do in the restaurants is they pre-cook the lamb and they'll have it ready to put into your order when orders come in. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to pre-cook some lamb in a lovely sauce. We're going to turn the sauce into something magic at the end, so you want to stay near to the end of the show. So pre-cooked lamb is a really simple dish to create, and I've got all the ingredients laid out here. Let's take a look. So we've got here 400 to 500 grams of finely chopped onions. I'm using white onions with this, you can use red as well. We've got 4 tablespoons of tomato puree, and we've got some cumin, coriander, some fresh ground black pepper, some smoked paprika, some mild Madras curry powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic paste, not garlic and ginger, just garlic paste. We've got some salt. We've got just over a kilo of diced leg of lamb, and just here we've got 400 ml of water. Now here I've got 2 Knorr stock cubes, but we'll come back to that later. You're going to need them for the special thing that's going to come at the end. Let's take a swig. I'll get my pot and we'll start cooking. Check out my other videos. If you love curry, be sure to subscribe and like the videos. It means the world to me, as you know it does. Go check out all my other videos. There might be something you like, a Madras, a black pepper chicken, a Rajasthani chicken tikka, a chicken tikka masala. It's all there. Right, so let's crack on with this. Right here I've got 100 ml of vegetable oil. Let's get that nice and hot. So in go the onions. We're just going to fry these out with the garlic for about 10 minutes just to soften them down. We don't have to brown them too much. We just want to soften them down. They're on the highest heat on my induction hob. Well, so I'll get back to you in 10 minutes when I've got these onions where I want them to be, yeah? See you in a bit. Right, so there we go. We've just done around 10 minutes, the onions. As you saw, they were nice and brown. This is where we'll start adding all the spices. Turn the heat down. Well, let's go in with the mild Madras curry powder, the black pepper, the cumin coriander, and the smoked paprika. Add a splash of water at this stage because we don't want it to burn. There's not too much liquid in it. And just give that a little stir. It smells amazing. Right, so we've cooked that out. Now in goes the tomato puree. Stir that out. Now into that, we're going to use the lamb. Now I've used the leg of lamb, and make sure when you cut the meat, you use nice big chunks because you're going to lose some of the size once the water starts to evaporate. So just pour all your lamb in. No need to pre-fry it or brown it off. Just cover the lamb with all of those masalas. And with the remaining water, add that. Now we want to put that on a medium simmer for around 1 hour with the lid on. And when that's cooked, the lamb should be lovely and tender and ready to go in all your lovely curries. So I'm going to get back in an hour, check on it, and you can put this lamb into any curry you want. So Madras, Jalfrezi, a lamb tikka masala, a lamb korma if that floats your boat, and you can really go to town with it. You can freeze it in bags and put it in the freezer, and you can use 8 cubes per bag. And just defrost it when you're ready and plonk it into your BIR curries. And that way you can keep it nice and varied, whether you use chicken. Now you can use lamb. Do you know the easiest to use is king prawns. I'll see you in a bit. Right, so guys, 1 hour is up. We should have the lovely, most tender lamb ready for our curries. Let's take a look. Nice and tender. Turn it off. Right, so all we need to do is add a teaspoon of salt, and then we'll be done. Looking at that gravy, it already looks absolutely amazing. Look at the sheen on that gravy. Now, if you really want to, this could be served up as a ready-made curry. And I have had so many people say to me, Al, that gravy is too good to waste. So there's two things that you can do with the gravy. You can freeze it in ice cube trays and put one in one of your curries that you make. It doesn't really matter which curry either. This will pretty much soup up any curry that you make. I tend to do what I'm going to show you in a minute, but now it's time to plate up and check how tender this lamb really is. Didn't that look gorgeous? Well, I'm going to give that a taste test in a little bit once it's cooled down. But what we're going to do with all of this lovely gravy? Well, I said you can freeze it in ice cube trays, or you can do this. You can make a beautiful mulligatawny soup. Now, I don't know how old you guys are, and I know that mulligatawny was served in restaurants pretty much from when the Bangladeshi community came to the UK back in the 60s, 70s and getting into the 80s. You rarely see it on the menu now, and there's different types of mulligatawny, but we're going to use this sauce as a base. And remember earlier I said use 2 chicken Knorr stock cubes. Pop those in a jug, and we're going to just add just under a pint of water. Give that a stir. Okay, so once we've dissolved our stock cubes, we'll add that to the curry base. And you don't have to add these, but I think these add some body. I'm going to add like 2 large handfuls of red lentils, which I've rinsed. So we're going to add those. Turn the thing back on. Give that a stir. And all we need to do is simmer this for around 6 to 10 minutes. While that's simmering out, let's go and taste the tender lamb. Well, I want to show you just how tender this is. So I'm going to just take a piece of my hand, trying not to burn myself. Look at this. Just pulls apart. Just the right amount of chew for a curry. That's already beautiful, that. Look, it just pulls apart. You can also do beef with this. Never eat tough lamb again. Let's see to my soup. Right, the mulligatawny soup will be done. Let's check. Let's play up. Let's give this a taste test. This would be a great starter at your dinner parties, and also if it gets too thick, just add some more chicken stock water to it to thin it out to a consistency that you like. Right, I've not had mulligatawny soup for a long time. My mum used to buy the tinned soups, the Heinz. To be honest with you, I never liked the tinned. I had it in a restaurant and liked it though. Gorgeous. You've got all the flavours from the lamb, the stock, all the spices that we used. The chicken just adds a nice savoury element to it. Again, cook the lentils as you wish, soft, mushy, al dente, your choice. Right guys, what a day we've had cooking in the garden today. It's always been a pleasure sharing it with you. What makes it really exciting for me is seeing what you do when you copy. That's excellent, that's all I want. Don't forget to smash the like, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. You know it means a lot to me. For now, I'll see you next time. But before I go, if you're going to Cyprus, I've got a review coming out Tuesday in Madras. See what I think of that restaurant in Cyprus. See you later.